Welcome to Tree Spice. Today we're going to be creating an adjustable cambium saver. This is an excellent tool for double rope technique and can also be utilized in several ways for single rope technique. To start, we're going to need some supplies. First, we'll be using 2 aluminum rings, one large, one small. The first large enough that a retrieval ball will pass through it, and the second ring small enough that it will not. Now we will be fixing the large ring on the end of a rope using a splice. This is Samson Voyager SD, so we will be using a Class 1 double braid splice. A very important note is that you will need 5 fid lengths past point X to be able to accomplish this splice. Since most people will prefer a cambium saver a bit shorter than that, it is very important to splice the ring on from a longer length, and then once the splice is completed, to cut it to the desired length. This is a mistake that I make all the time. Don't be a goof and forget to add whatever hardware that you're splicing into the eye before you start burying anything. This is the first time that I've ever had to dissect a splice quite like this, but it worked out quite well. I was surprised how well it went back together. Now that the splice is set and complete, we can select the final length we want our cambium saver to be. I've left it rather long because I want to attempt a backsplice and see how that works for a stopper. There are several ways to terminate the end of this saver: a knot, another splice, a whip tail, or I'll try this backsplice and see how I feel about it. In the past, I've used a prusik cord with a double fisherman's and affixed it to the rope using a prusik. To attempt to make it more streamlined, I will be splicing a loop out of Samson Ice Tail. This is not a factory endorsed splice. Now with the loop complete, we can add it to our cambium saver using a prusik. I'm going to try to use a 3-wrap prusik, even though that ends up being quite tight with the loop that I've spliced. I was not terribly happy with how long the backsplice was once it was completed, so I whipped the section I wanted into place and then cut it. Since this backsplice is serving instead of a termination, I've tested to make sure that the prusik is not able to back down the rope past the backsplice. I would definitely recommend a knot, but this is just something I'm trying for now. There we have it, everything whipped together and secured. This cambium saver is finished and ready to go out and do some work. Thank you so much for watching. I'd like to thank my new producer, Harry, for helping me with this video. Let me know if you have any questions about any of the splices that I did in this video, and Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.